Guys, I need to let you know that this is a review of a comic book. It's no way endorsed by the creators. If I don't tell you this, the entire multiverse will suffer major ramifications. Dogs will walk down the streets in stilettos. Everyone will watch The Watchmen. Batman will turn into the Frankenstein monster. Such travesties must be prevented. Thank you for your time.
Hey guys, StarCraft here. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video, but all the insanity going on the past few days, I'd rather not go into any of it. Not gonna do a video about any of those situations. Other people have said stuff for me, and I just don't want to be involved. Alright, not even going to tell you guys where I stand, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys can guess. Make it out what you will. But we do have a new The End book. One of the new ones that came out. Venom The End, and it's a twisted one, I will admit. For one, done by Adam Warren, who has not done much with Venom, but funny thing is, he does play off of what Donny Cates has done, and it's very Adam Warren, if you ever read some of his work. For example, and basically we open up with, now he didn't do the artwork, this was John Cruz, but basically it opens up talking about how, oh, there's time's era, which goes trillions of years. Some narrator is explaining everything about Venom. This is going to be a short video, because trust me, I got to just sum up the insanity without going into all the details. But I will point out some interesting stuff. It mentions how, thanks to Eddie Brock, he developed a love for bios. But the narrator's like, not sure why, but I loved it. Eddie gets a host compatibility rating of 5. And then everyone else, except for Peter Parker, gets 4 stars. Peter's the only one that gets a 1 star. Of course. But basically throughout all of this, it explains how, encoded the DNA of every host through the genetic codex, again, from Donny Cates. And basically, the Tesseract-enabled database was effectively infinite in extent, a capacity that would prove essential in eons to come. For during Venom's first pass through the fabled golden age of humanoid superheroism, practicing symbiotic serial monogamy of sorts. The symbiote bonded with thousands of organic life forms, from humans and mutants to the Kree and countless other species. The Tesseractive life lover boasted annually inclusive taste to be served. Every attempt to, at last, basically then it revealed how the symbiote kept doing everything it could to keep Eddie alive, replacing organs with symbiotic replacements. And eventually it was just his brain left. But even that, though, he tried to replace. Eventually filling every bit of hole with symbiotic venom holes, representations. But even then, once you're down to a fraction of your own brain cell, it's not at all useful. So Venom took everything back from Eddie, leaving Eddie as dust. Moving on, he then starts, at the same time we find out there was an AI war. That basically started when other different races started expanding, and like the Kree made the supreme intelligence legitimately supreme, etc., etc. And then you have Tony Stark making a bunch of artificial AI contracts of himself. There was even one and other heroes. There was one of Eddie, but Venom wouldn't take to it. So he decided he concocted a long-term plan. But he needed the cooperation of the other symbiotes, and they wouldn't allow it. So he fought them all off. And then after the war, things get trippy, where somehow Eddie's able to tap into other people he's apparently bonded with. For example, Madrox, the multiple man, where he basically multiplies himself into an army. And he starts replicating other people eventually. Even creating a bunch of children. All taking on different forms based off of the genetic codings he's had of everyone else. And I love it, we have remix, among all these other things. The symbol for Venom changes. But eventually as they spread, the AI start to get into a expansion of their own. Venom and the AI Tony try to meet up to agree to come to terms. They try to hatch things out, but Venom leaves saying, "Burp you!" as he continues on. They actually continue on fighting, doing all they can. Everyone and everything, yeah. Basically, Eddie Killen doing everything he can to keep this army alive. It would keep on killing him, though. He would try using the Quicksilver copy, and which really helped out as it went on. He would still have other hosts, but then it was eventually, as I did just mention, billions of hosts in passing. You must find yourself wondering, so what? Did the symbiote bond with everyone in the universe? Why, yes he did. In fact, Venom wound up bonding with everyone who has ever lived. As it turns out, he's used all these other, bonded with all these other time-traveling characters, mostly women, and you can go back in time to any moment, anywhere, and bond with every single creature, animal, everything. Seriously. And if you're going off of the old Marvel, in memory of Tom Lyle, which is fitting because he did so much with Venom and Ben Reilly. So that's fitting. I did not know that till now. So, but eventually, though, even then, it was all for nothing, as the AIs continued to win in superiority. So Venom did the one thing he could do: collapse in on himself as he tears himself inside out, leaving leaving basically all the DNA, all the coding he's ever done into a giant sphere, another universe altogether. And while that was the end for Venom, it was a new beginning for all the biolife he had ever loved. For basically the God Minds, that's the AIs, finished restructuring the universe. They kept on watching with this Venomverse. As basically, yeah, it is basically considered this memorial verse will remain the greatest nature preserve in all of creation. Nice done, tongue waggler. Still don't quite understand all the Eddie Brock love, though. This is a trip, is all I could say. It is bonkers. But it's an interesting the end, I will admit that. It is very interesting, very clever, if you can understand it, which it took me a couple of reads to do that. And it is just off the walls. But I'd say it's a pretty good the end for Venom. I couldn't think of anything better. So that's what I've got. I'll try to get back into my usual video scheduling again. Hopefully no other new shitstorm start up. But until then, take care, guys.